Alright, so we are back with Reverse 1999. I know we left off on, was it 13? Well, we finished 12, stage 12. So we still have 13 and I think up to 26, I'm believing. But let's just start it off with doing the raid boss. I want to check what that looks like. We only have one open right now, so let's see it out. Or check it out. I'm not sure if I should bring my new healers or just stick with my, let's see. So the usual raid team is, that's 6, I think there's 2 fairy, and I forget who we had for the last person. Let's put ISIL out.
It's an honor to meet you.
So for the first 2 stages, I'll just do the auto, and then we'll do manual once we get to the main one, the crisis. So I know later on he does have a power to freeze. So that's why I'm not sure if I should put a Villa out instead of 2 fairy.
It's an honor to meet you. Another jar? It's newly made this year.
Mountain.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Also, wait, never mind. That means if I put Villa out, she will have a weakness. Because I think plants. Wait, I have to check. I think she's plant.
Let's get it over quick. There they are.
The moment
I can hear another jar?
until the torch is lit.
Hey Millie, thanks for doing first. How's your day?
Got you.
Still training?
The moment of utterance.
I can hear it.
We walk in long nights. Benefit from reading.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Ah,
Hopefully your audio is working. you hear me, right? Crisis column. Check something. Just so making sure audio is working. All right. So let me just check. I think she's plant, so that might be a weakness. Let's see.
We make an ideal team.
Oh no, it isn't. Thanks for the prime, Millie. 9 months in a row. Let's see. What team should I? Isoki. Attack, defense, healing. Healing. Ah, let me put her in. So in case you guys didn't know, I bought the new garment for Regulus.
My duty lies with you.
So now she has an airplane.
I admire
Oh
your
no!
Really made
I
it
messed
here.
up.
Sharp
So let me
face.
just do the restart. Let's see.
Benefit from reading.
Change the restart. Oops. Alright. I'm back. Let's see. Okay, let's try it one more time. I think auto's off, right? Yeah, I think so.
Join with us, comrades.
Yep, okay. Alright. So maybe I should have put 2 fairy in, but we'll see. We'll see how the outcome comes out.
The moment of
It's
utterance.
newly made this year.
Let's buff her up.
The moment of silence.
Listen up.
Benefit from reading.
There they are.
We walk in long nights.
Unbreakable.
So most of her attacks are different now too. Let's buff
I admire
her
your
now.
courage. Woohoo! Take another start. It's newly made this year.
And, oh,
Sharp fangs. Sending down signals from above.
hopefully we survive to the end of so round 30 and not get frozen.
There they are.
Nobody needs heals. But I'll put these together. Alright, so this one. Yeah, I might as well use it so she gets the tank. But who to put it on? I'll put Regulus.
I will remember your sacrifice. Listen up.
And
Woohoo! Take off. Enjoy. Together we are fierce. Shotgun. Unbreakable. Don't worry.
alright. Let's see. Buff.
The
Debuff.
moment of utterance.
Coming. We share the same mission.
Benefit from reading.
I'll fill the cup for you.
So we can also see Regulus' new ultimate also.
To a brighter future for everyone.
The only reason I put her last is she puts dodge on everyone, but if I use her first and the other person uses a move, they lose their buff. Precast. Wait, what's this doing? That's Moxie and Eureka to target. Let's give her to that one. Buffs. Okay.
The moment of silence.
Woohoo! Take off.
Let's see, and we'll put it on. Does that look like it? Okay, we'll put it on her for
I
the
will
heal.
remember your sacrifice.
Oh, we have another one? Next up, before let me use this. So we have extra. That means we can do this. Eureka. He was buff.
The moment of utterance.
Listen up. I admire your courage.
Oh, I should do this first then. Alright, well, whatever.
We walk in long nights.
Sending down signals from above for the good of all.
Learn from silence.
So we got B plus ranking. So Moxie again. Okay, so Moxie. Let's see. There's nothing for Regulus, and her has only 2. Alright, let's do Regulus again.
Time for time to speak of
Wait a
truth.
sec. I could do another for debuffs. We probably have it already, so. Regulus
Time
debuff.
for ears to listen. Time
That,
for tongues
and
to
we'll
speak
do
of truth.
her
Another
2
jar?
things.
It's newly made this year.
Benefit from reading. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
There they are. Let's get it over quick.
I think we have to get to what, 850 to get a S rank. I think that's S. And then if I found out that if we get to, I think, over 1 million or something, it turns red or something. I think. I'm not positive though. I'm not sure how the points work. Okay, let's do.
We are
The
like-minded.
moment of utterance.
Woohoo! Psycho! Listen up. Heart scared. Stars like a web. Unbreakable.
Oh, almost.
Ouch, cheer up.
Alright, we'll use a special since. But where to. Okay, wait. From the looks of it. I forgot. Oh, I also forgot that we also got another. We got a new tuning thing from stage 12. I just did the debuff thing, but
We share the
healers.
same dream.
I'm gonna do this one, so at least it goes down. Now we can do
Like
debuffs.
permission. To bright a future for everyone. Shotgun!
Benefit from reading.
That's the sound for a new era.
We're just gonna give the Moxie to Regulus. Okay.
The moment of
That-
utterance.
Wait a sec. 50. At least we have. Oh, we don't have enough. Okay.
The moment of silence. The moment of utterance.
Another jar? It's newly made this year. Woohoo! Psycho!
Until the torch is lit.
There they are. Enjoy! Sending down signals from above.
Oh wait, am I targeting the wrong one? Or did they taunt? Okay. So I mean, if I do this, not okay, that's gonna work.
Listen up. Woohoo! Take off.
Let's see.
I'll fill the cup for you. Unbreakable. Stars light the way.
How was that? Okay. How do I want to do this? Health. Health's right there. I'll do that one, okay.
Listen up. The maid's flicker.
Damage quicker. Alright, go heal.
I admire
The
your
healer.
courage. Like
And do my
permission.
dodge.
Sending down signals from above. You don't want to miss it. Together, we are fearless. That's the sound for a new era. Got you.
Yeah, as long as we get a SSS, we should be good. Because I think that's the max amount of score we can get. Channel. Buff. Wait a sec, before I buff.
The moment of silence.
It's newly made this year.
Until the torch is lit.
Cheer up.
No! The one I was. she got my healer. One, two, three, four. Okay. Oh, we really don't have enough. Yep.
Moment of utterance.
Coming. It's newly made another jar. I'll fill the cup for you. Got you. Enjoy.
Well, that's good she didn't get killed. Wait. It's their turn. Hope that didn't speak too soon. Oh, she survived!
There they are.
Good take. Come on, let's do that. That's okay. Let's see, heals. Let's do a heal for her.
I will remember.
Hopefully that's enough. It's 1, 2. I'll just do one more just in case.
I admire your courage. We share the same dream.
Time comes to speak of truth.
For you and for us. Together, we are fearless. For a brighter future for everyone.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
4 more. That's like that here.
The moment of utterance.
Off.
The moment of silence.
I admire your courage.
The maid's flicker.
Benefit from reading. We walk in long nights.
Keep up the pace.
Gotcha.
He got the DPS.
I will remember your sacrifice. We are like-minded.
Woohoo! Take off!
For the good of all. Sharp fangs.
Shotgun!
No heals. We'll chance it then. We have a dodge.
The moment of utterance.
Another jar? My permission. Screw it. I'll fill the cup for you.
We walk in long nights.
There they are. That's the sound for a new era.
Alright, dodged everything. Let's see.
The moment of silence.
It's newly made this
Time
year.
for tongues to speak of truth.
Woohoo! Take off!
Until the torch is lit. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Stars light the way.
Okay, oh, I got a power. Oh, it's okay. 99.
We share the same dream. I will remember your sacrifice.
Marvelous!
Your brighter future for everyone. Heart scale.
I'm not sure if she's in this state, if she's targetable. Oh, she is targetable, okay. Oh, but that was a AoE attack.
The moment of silence.
A moment of silence.
Another jar?
I
Heal the
admire your
healer.
courage.
Woohoo!
Oh no, I forgot. Oh, I forgot about the shoot. Oh, I messed up. Is it still? I wonder if it's still
There they
next there still.
For you and for us.
Shotgun!
Oh, it disappeared. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, it came back. Okay. Eureka to. Let's give it to 6. Buff. What is that? Oh yeah, that will work. Wait. What if I use this one? Yeah, okay, wait a sec. I'll do that again. Okay, we'll move this together.
I will remember
There
your
you are.
sacrifice.
It's newly made this year. Like permission. Screw it!
Sharp fang.
You don't want to miss it. That's the sound for a new era. Got you.
Debuff. Okay, I can do 2 attacks.
Another jar?
The moment of utterance.
Coming! Marvelous! There they are. I'll fill the cup for you. Sending down signals from above.
We share the same dream.
It's newly made this year. Woohoo! Take off!
Buff. Okay.
Another jar?
To a brighter future for everyone.
Unbreakable! Enjoy! Got you!
Okay. This Rega should be able to do her special dance. I think. Yeah, should be. Buff.
I will remember your sacrifice.
It's newly made this year.
I will heal.
I admire your courage.
Stars light the way.
Keep up the pace.
You don't want to miss it.
Together, we are fearless.
Good dodge. So precast. Why is she frozen?
The moment of silence.
Another jar?
Time for tongues to speak of
My
truth.
permission. Screw it.
Learn from silence.
Got you.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
That's the sound for a new era.
Okay. 99. So we'll need a single target, I think. Wait, 99. So this. Yeah.
The moment of utterance.
Coming.
The moment of silence.
Woohoo! Take off.
Benefit from reading.
I'll fill the cup for you.
We walk in long nights.
Sending down signals from above.
We share the same dream. I will remember your sacrifice.
The moment of utterance.
Listen up.
To a brighter future for everyone. For the good of all.
Unbreakable.
It doesn't look like we'll get that high score.
The moment of silence.
I admire your courage.
Woohoo! Listen up.
Benefit from reading.
Hot scale.
Sending down signals from above. Shotgun.
2 more rounds left, I think. Right?
Ouch.
Okay.
Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Another jar? Woohoo! Take up flight permission. Screw it.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Let's get it over quick.
Oh, we got SS.
That's the sound for a new era.
Change it up. Nice, we got attack moves. So buff. Wait. So no buffs, still buffs. Wait. Yeah, no buffs.
It's newly made to gear. Psycho! Listen up. Another jar? Got you. Unbreakable. Shotgun! Enjoy!
SS. So, okay, not bad, I guess. So, yep. So, yeah, 850. Alright, I guess I'll try that offline, I guess, then. Complete. Oh, yeah, so once we get 850, complete the whole challenge. So that's why I wanted to get SSS. Alright, so it doesn't look like any wishes here. Do we even do any summons? Nope.
Hey, you!
Alright, now let's continue on with the main story. Great. Alright, let's claim these stuff first. Yep, okay. I know Limbo's reset it, but I'm just doing that offline since it's mostly just common, just attacks. So right now I believe it's Mountain Team and well, not Mountain Team since I only have Jin's Ju as the only mountain character I think I have. And the other team is yeah, I forget. I'll just show you. It was Team 4 and I think. Oh, I guess I'm on the last one then. Alright. So I think once we get finish this one will unlock. So is this considered chapter 7, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's chapter 7, okay. So yep, so chapter 12 is where we get the thing, so I started up. Stage 13, the Wave of Art.
When will they give us the order to attack? What's taking so long? The island is just across the bay. We have men, weapons, supplies, everything. Just give us order and we will take to shore. Check out these bad boys. Anti-Arcanum weapons courtesy of the American from that Walden place. That creep just doesn't sit right with me. He's got that Arcanus stink about him. But his technology is solid and we needed it. We've got to get ahead of the Serbs and the Greeks.
This army has been stationed here for a long time. Perhaps too long. The soldiers, stranded and demoralized by the failed landing, face days of uncertainty without orders while politics bickers. They're left to heat food for meal by meal, watching their chances slip away.
Georgie. Leaves the decisions to the big shots. I'm sure they'll just hug out the differences in the meeting room or something. Besides, you saw the monsters on that island. Can't speak for everyone here, but I don't want to die.
No one wants to die.
Screw the negotiations! Screw the committee! Like it or not, we were the first ones to find the island, not the Austrians or the Germans.
He grumbles and picks up a monocle back up, straining to catch another glimpse of the island across the water. The sea is tranquil, as it often is this time of year. The water sparkles under the golden sun, stretching to the horizon with the island in sight.
Damn, those Arcanists have gone into hiding again. I swear I could see it from here yesterday.
Birds? But they're not birds. Abraxas, I think, right? He blinks, unsure if his eyes are tricking him.
Are those bird-like creatures leaving in droves?
His words barely catch anyone's attention. A new poker game is underway at the supply crate. A radio, a couple of beers, and a game of poker. A rare moment of enjoyment. Who could ask for more?
Georgie, brother, leave them be. Come, play with us. George?
The soldier does not seem to hear his name. He grips the monocle tightly, his mouth contorting as he mutters.
What a good opportunity this is. It's too good to pass up. We've got to act now.
A drop of vivid paint slides down his cheek and lands on the ground with a splatter.
We will claim what is ours. This island belongs to us. It's in our territory and we were the first to find it. Why shouldn't it be ours?
The card player paused, gawking at the paint sliding down on each other's faces, unaware that their own faces are melting as well. In the silence, the only sound that fills the air is the static of the radio.
The Austro-Hungarian Empire has officially declared war on Serbia. Russia is mobilizing in support of Serbia. Germany demands Russia to stop mobilizing at once. Germany is mobilizing. France is mobilizing.
Kanya! The streets has turned into a canvas of memorizing hue. The colorful paint swirls and bursts, creating one sparrow after another. It's almost like a stage set of twisted carnival.
Father, Mother, Albert, Ilse! Open the door. It's important. You have to listen to me.
She pounds on the door, but as soon as she makes contact, the door melts away. She trips through the door. She will quickly recoil at the horror inside. The art and specimens, once delicate and exquisite, now resembles a jumble of spilled paint.
No, this can't be. Albert?
Still with a glimmer of hope, she carefully calls out for her brother.
Clara, it's odd to see you so flustered. What's the matter?
The familiar face brings immense relief to her heart.
I'm headed to the business school. We'll talk when I get back.
Albert picks up the hat and adjusts the brim. The pin on the hat, Wheeler's shop, shimmers in the dim light. Thank goodness, he seems to be fine. He still is the reliable brother she remembers, the family pride, in his sharp three-piece suit.
Business school? But
Wait,
didn't
isn't he
you
melting?
swear to never go back?
He's
Ever
melting!
since your human classmate shot your arm in a duel. Wait, what happened to your arm?
He turns around, and Kakaya can finally see. Half of his suit is covered in colors, paint trailing down his face and pooling at his feet. The arm of flowing colors is attached to his body, like a mismatched puzzle piece.
Oh, Ethan. Yes, he wounded me. He had to prove his standing to the Brotherhood. There was no other way. But that's in the past. He gave me his arm, so now we're even.
He raised his left hand to show her the blade, streaks of blood still on it. He casually tosses it aside, letting it clatter into the darkness, and disappears in a swirl of colors. Albert grabs his walking stick, his new arm dangling lifeless at his side.
I have to go. I have to find Johnson, Raymond, and Herbert. That little rascal pushed Ilsa into the fountain. We have a score to settle. Take care, Clara.
She was too late. He strides past her and hails a carriage with triangle for wheels at the door.
Albert, don't go!
She runs to stop the carriage, but it is unaffected by her effort, like everything else in his place. A set of footsteps approach from behind.
The storm syndrome is spreading, Doctor. Stay any longer, you'll be infected too. Please, leave with me.
The trembling ground interrupts her. A mob with distorted face swarms through the street, chanting slogans and singing in their own white prophets slur the ground, like snowflakes being absorbed in the mirror of effortless paint. The city is bursting and unrelenting energy, like a speeding chariot or twisting powder keg.
The sign bell in the parade. Is that Aurora? I
Oh,
just
she's
met
here?
her at the coffee house last week. We were talking about her wedding.
Watch out, Doctor!
Rage-filled citizens are tearing the streets apart. Even the hand-use of roadside benches are yanked off and made a weapon. The further protest consumes all who comes across it, forcing them to pursue with no option to glide.
This is bad. They have lost their minds. This way, Doctor. We have to get out of here.
Fight scene. Just see plant. Let's bring in. I forget what else unfinished tune. Okay. And team wise, do I? Let's see, Lucy up there. Okay, let's see. She's weak. Battery check.
Neoscience Exorcism Office, action!
Dental checkup. No worries.
Easy da.
Show. Damage. Stop.
Nice buff, Lucy. Wait, for that. Okay, that's stop us. Everyone then.
Charging.
And... Wait a sec, I'll do both.
Easy da.
Wait a sec. Yeah, let's use it separately.
Charging. Target confirmed. Aim and shoot. Show. Damage.
Power speed. Become a mass attack which deals damage. Will increase reload damage. Attacking a secondary target as half damage. Okay. What does that mean? Remove the rightmost non-ultimate authentication. Oh wait. Oh wait, so it gets okay, that's good then. Let's check what this is doing.
Circuits functioning properly.
Copy that!
Relax. I, Robot, child of science.
Thunder Talisman, scientific version!
Come back to me.
Wait, so Lucy gives me all these bonuses?
Chocolate check! 好先子 check! Easy 啦 Copy that!
陰森森，黑麻麻，這得是命是暗，真係
好得人驚啊 Thunder to me! Thunder to me! It's a tough one, boss!
Loading. Charging.
唔該晒 Lily!
Eliminate target. And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
This way, Doctor. We have to go back to your clinic. The Special Operations Squad will meet us there.
The young investigator holds the doctor's hand, determined to do her duty, but the doctor halts her steps and droops her head, looking dejected.
Marcus, you once said that there was another way to make things right. And then you did your part, as I did mine. But now, after all that's happened, please tell me, what's the point of us trying? Will we save them in time? Is there any chance that we can turn things around?
She struggles to hold back a sob. The roaring crowd fades in the distance, and the ring road of yesterday is now but a distant memory, never to be relived.
The ritual you acquired, the one you said could save everyone. Is it working now?
Let me in.
The floor in the plus corridor has lost its clean, slithering sheen. Dawkins and his slobbering mud certainly plays a major role in the destruction. The guards use every cleaning orb in their inventory to restore even a hint of its original glory. A pair of angry feet stomps across the floor, ignoring their colleagues' attempts to stop them. And Nima adds more bloody footsteps without hesitation.
I have just one question. Why hasn't the project stopped yet?
His outcry elicits a reaction. The door to the director's office flings open, and the angry figure storms out.
Adler Hoffman, you have been removed from the team. You're not authorized to be here. You have violated
The LSCC safety management regulations? I brought them with me. You're welcome.
He throws the hefty manual right into the former leader's face.
If you cared about the regulations as much as you claim, you'd know that none of what's happening aligns with its guidelines. Even the head of Laplace has no authority to continue the experiment under these circumstances.
Before he can continue, his ex-leader sharply cuts him off.
Get out of my face, Adler. I don't have time for this. We're in a state of war.
Hey, bad kitty.
Every
Thanks for the
participant
lurk.
has signed an informed consent form. If you are not part of this project, please leave immediately. We only have 18 hours until the storm. This is it. The first time we've made such a breakthrough in all 9 storms. Your sister gave up her life to take us this far. I hope you don't need me to remind you that.
Adler Hoffman is abruptly silent. A fiery rage ignites in his hazel eyes. A deafening void engulfs the space as Udrich realizes his verbal blunder.
Yes, she made the ultimate sacrifice, hoping that it would lead to a breakthrough. But instead, death continues to rise. How can you let this go on?
Yeah, Abby, thanks for the lurk. Your rich hand slams against the wall, flare flowing, shifting about the inside.
I demand to know why the experiment is still going.
He started working on the padlock on the door. Nothing's going to stop him from breaking through today. The alarm goes off. Irish struggles to his feet against the wall, a hand up to his head.
Don't we have enough crazies around here? Madame Lucy has important things to do. She has no time for you. Go cry to your therapist, human.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Important? What could be possibly more important than this right now? What happened to the humanitarian ideals of the Foundation? Are we now under the tyranny of machines? What's this important thing she's got to do? Reading the paper? Sipping on oil and charging up in a 230-volt bath?
He cracks the code, pushing Urich's arm aside, and now forces his way into the room. The room is completely dark. What is that? A piston spins at his feet.
Is that you, Adler? Welcome.
Alright.
Look at this mirror, dear. There's a sizable stain on it.
I don't see any stains.
Look closer, dear. You can no longer see the part that has broken off, but you can see where it once was. Right there. A sizable stain. The owner thought the stain would be removed if she smashed the mirror. Now she has a collection of little mirrors, and the stain has gone into hiding.
Whose mirror is this?
A lady with great ambitions and an unconscious charm. A lady who wishes to make the rest of the world accept who she is, and has suggested that many others join her way of thinking. Her brother, on the contrary, hopes to be taken in. In his attempt to act like everyone else, he lost an arm in a duel. If you ask me, dear, I'd say they're very alike.
So they're talking about Kakanya.
Equally lonely. The brother and sister are a mirror image of each other. She's often repulsed by the sight of him, unable to reconcile herself with all that he reminds her of. Now the brother has found his missing arm, along with his long-lost dignity. The surgery that the sister had been hoping would be done on this world has finally started. But all of a sudden, she's terrified of the incisions. As I said, despite their differences in approach, the brother and sister are mirror images of one another. But now the mirror is broken. I hope she can make it through the 7 years of bad luck. Poor thing. There's no way around it.
Alright, so let's, since we hit the hour mark, we'll take a quick break. Alright, so we're back. Alright, so let's see. Stage 14. A sandstorm in a room. Alright, so it's all story, no fighting. So we'll be meeting Lucy. The piston rotates on the floor like a toy top.
I am not in a suitable form to receive a guest. Simone, can you put me back in my body?
Her assistant rushes over and puts her in a robot's body.
I feel much better. Thank you. Oh, you have even put on a face for me. How sweet of you. I have noticed your icy gaze, Researcher Adler. You are yearning to correct the logic of this place. Well, I only said that to Simone out of courtesy. In reality, whichever body I am put into makes no difference to me.
Her ill-timed exclamation annoys him even more.
The experiment, ma'am. Why hasn't it stopped? Are you going to pretend that nothing's happened? That no one died? Could it be that you and Ulrich, the awakened, being the tin cans you are, have no regard for actual lives?
Adler Hoffman, I will not warn you again.
Ulrich storms back into the room with two guards, ready to throw him out at any moment.
Relax, Adler. You are led by a biased opinion because you lack critical information, a common defect in all cognitive processes. I believe you will shift to a more rational perspective once you receive sufficient information on the subject.
A more rational perspective?
The human, known for his logical thinking, responds with an overwhelming amount of feeling.
We are humans, not machines. We are not expendable parts. I have plenty of reasons to question your decisions. Your excessive insistence on this experiment could be a sign of uncontrollable behavior, a trait commonly seen in arcanists.
The experiment has been cancelled everywhere, except for this very room.
What?
The robot flashes a smile, as if anticipating the man to be pleased with her response.
As you and Researcher Medicine Pocket have said, the ritual is beyond the limits of almost everyone here. The side effects will kill them before the ritual can even take effect. The first wave was inevitable. Dora had pressed send before she disintegrated. We only managed to halt the subsequent transmissions and evacuate the unaffiliated staff. We kept only a few arcanists on the team, and each has signed the consent form.
Mutual consent? That bloody form again?
Forgive me, ma'am, but I have to use your argument against you. You too are guided by a biased opinion, an overly optimistic one, because you have failed to properly assess the risks involved. We have suffered enough misfortunes just by uttering a few syllables of the incantation. We've talked about the limit of things before. You should know better and ask the rest of the team to quit the experiment. Your insistence will only bring calamity upon calamity on our people for nothing.
The researcher fights to stay calm, reiterating his views has already been shouted in the hallway. Ulrich begins his retort, but the director simply nods in agreement.
You might be right. But how is being right going to help us?
Huh?
She grins, trying for a warm, gentle smile, but it comes across as anything but. And Nino despises that face. Every time she tries to show a hint of humanity, it only serves to highlight how different she is from everyone else.
You spoke of the limit, and I am surprised that it is you who brought it up.
Enigma paused for a second, not sure if he's being sarcastic.
The physical appearance of humans has remained relatively unchanged since the Neolithic era, but their thoughts and civilization continued to evolve and underwent significant transformations. The achievements that humanity enjoys today were not given to the species by any one person with godlike powers, but were the result of the collective efforts of all human beings. Limits and boundaries must be pushed, or there would never have been room for development. There is no reason to believe that the limit cannot be challenged, especially when we already have the tools to do so. We must make progress happen.
Grandiose lies.
Lies?
Oh crap, he forgot about her excellent hearing.
We have no choice but to go beyond that limit. If we do not break away from the storm, there is no future for us, let alone progress. We need to first determine all the side effects as a priority. This important step will help us compile data and eliminate the effects so our colleagues can use the ritual safely.
And who will try it this time, Madam Lucy? You're not going to test the side effects as the cost of lives, are you?
No. Thanks to Ulrich, we stumbled upon a breakthrough. You are right. It is time to send the other Arcanists home. Only the Awakened are needed here.
The Awakened?
Tungsten wires glows faintly red in the dark, then the room is lit.
The power is back, Mom. We are ready to resume.
Because she's also a robot?
It will take time to properly explain. Please wait, Adler. We have yet to reach an agreement.
What? Are you experimenting? Here?
Ignoring his surprise, Lucy sits down on the iron bench. Wires of various sizes are attached to her body. The instrument comes to life to the piston's rhythm, faithfully recording every change in the robot. From her slightest movement to Arcana's fluctuations, nothing goes unnoticed.
La Umwa.
Wait, she's reciting it?
Frozen in place by the scene, he looks around the room in disbelief.
She's read the reports, right? She was there when Dora broke into pieces.
Rarely does her back curl up like this. The unusual cheerful expression on her face had changed to one of unease, suggesting that something is amiss. A hunk of metal should not feel pain. They have no flesh, no nerves. But if she is in agony, what could be the cause of such torment? So you got this, Lucy. Will she break apart too? Like those people? The ominous curse has set its sight on its prey. It watches, almost like Zeus on a mountaintop, ready to unleash lightning on the mortals who dare to steal.
No. Simone, I cannot continue.
Alright. Got 4 bots. The most primal instinct is fear. This is the first time she's ever heard her emotional pour out so raw.
You fools! Don't just stand there! Stop her! Now!
Panic and horror twist in his stomach. He has an irresponsible urge to rip out the wires and put an end to her tormenture.
Who's going to lead us if she also turns into a pile of scraps?
Stay where you are, Enigma.
Ursh's voice, full of honesty, comes from behind.
You insisted on being here. You demanded to see this. Don't bring your pathetic, narrow-minded humanitarian values in here and tell us what to do. What do you know about us?
Simon leans over to her. She speaks softly.
You can do it, madam. This is just part of the established procedures. Just a few more syllables, madam, and it will be over.
Established procedures.
Fear ebbs away a little as she repeats his words.
That.
Her eyes close. She's forced at the last words with great determination.
Fear. Chloe.
It is done. A clear, accurate, impeccable read. Right at that moment, the lights in the lab goes out.
Was that all, Simone?
Yes.
No one can see her face in the darkness, but Nino believes it to be a smile.
Good.
What's happening? A gust of sand rises in the room. Without warning and out of nowhere, it screams through the enclosed darkness. The raging storm engulfs the robot's cold metal body, carrying her away with great force. When the sand subsides, all that remains is the old piston, clattering to the ground. Lucy's gone? What happened to Lucy? Stage 15, the Pioneers. Even if there is no path, even if there is no destination. The deadly silence. Until Enigma stumbles back, nearly falling over another person in the room.
She's dead.
The piston lies motionless on the ground, as lifeless as any other object.
This is what you wanted to show me?
His heart pounds in his ear as he paints, fists clenched and sticks with sweat.
To watch her utter a curse that's always brought death, only to die in vain? You just let it happen?
Wait, he doesn't have a backup? Ulrich looks at him, his voice posed and steady.
Calm down.
Calm down. She's dead right there. You murderer.
We have already repeated this experiment many times.
Enigma is in disbelief.
Many times? What? You've sent people to their deaths over and over again?
It's probably Lucy in her different bodies. The fear fluid flows again, forming a shape that Enigma can only interpret as disdain.
Look at you, Adler, peeing your pants over a curse. The human boy is so scared that he forgot to ask the crucial question. Did the ritual work?
What do you mean? The curse. The side effects killed her. The experiment failed. Is that not what happened?
No. Triggering the curse and failure are two separate things. I was the first one to recite the incantation, way before Dora. When I read it aloud, it worked. I felt the warmth of a miraculous blessing on my head. Soft, light as a feather. I told Madame Lucy right away, but as soon as she left the room, the curse hit me, and I began to liquefy. There was no one else in the room. My liquid form had become too insubstantial to push the help button. A long darkness followed. After that, I woke up again in my original primitive form, the way I first came into this world.
Original primitive form?
The fear fluid pulsates, which in Uruk's body language is a nod.
Unlike humans, the awakened have neither flesh nor nerves. We are pieces of consciousness, echoes of a primordial melody that just happen to reside in material objects by chance. With a mind and a body combined, we could talk, learn, think like you do, and perform the experiment and endure the side effects. And this curse, for some reason, cannot affect the primal consciousness that caused our awakening in the first place. While human minds dissipate when their tangible bodies are destroyed, our minds reawaken regardless of the changes and destruction of our external bodies. Of course, this was an assumption based on idealized circumstances, and I needed another awakened being who could awaken in different bodies to confirm my theory. That is why I sought out Madame Lucy for cross-verification. The results?
Yes, it was an assumption. You said it yourself. You came back to life this time. But what about the next? Nothing is for sure in Arcanum. What if she never wakes up again? What if she dies for good?
He swats Enigma's hands away.
We know what we are doing, human. Stay out of this. Only the awakened can carry out the experiment. So we must proceed. This has nothing to do with race. It is a sense of duty that every researcher should have possessed when they chose this path. We have to go beyond the limit. Not out of madness, but out of rationality.
Silence fills the room, like a beginning of time where there's no sound to be heard. Oh, Lucy's coming back!
Replicated effect number 2. And 117 of the Coleman Lab's protective rituals were proven ineffective. Write it down, Simone. This is the 4th time we have seen it. Also, number 45 and 69 are related to it. We need to speed up. This is too slow.
How many bodies is she getting? I mean, like, how many bodies are they building for her? I guess they have a lot of money to build all these bodies. What, 117 so far, they said? Or is that more?
Adler, what are you doing here? I am glad to see you out of your room and working with us again.
No, he's not on the team, Mum. He forced his way in here.
Oh? My apologies. I seem to lose a small amount of data when I reawaken.
She smiles at him, as she always does.
Still, I am glad that you are showing initiative, Adler. Were we supposed to talk?
No. We have nothing more to discuss, ma'am. Ulrich has filled me in on everything. But I still worry whether the experiment's risks were properly assessed.
Assessments will only be assessments. Much is beyond measure when it comes to Arcanum. Perhaps faith plays a more important role here.
Enigma is caught off guard by her words.
I'm surprised it is you talking about faith, ma'am.
It seems we both have the ability to surprise each other.
As they speak, the robot strolls over to her chair and sits back down.
You are right. Assessments could indeed be useful to us. It allows us to know the probabilities of success and failure based on established facts and past experience. But When we find ourselves in uncharted darkness, with no information or past experience to guide us, how are assessments going to help us?
He ponders and stares into the void. Perhaps the experiment did fry some circuits. She's more sentimental than usual.
The only thing we have in such darkness is the unwavering faith to move forward. When the first steam engine whistled, I awoke into this world. At the beginning of this new life, my circuits were charged with a singular primal desire to progress. In the midst of that never-ending whistle, I have watched man build the towers of science and knowledge, and I have watched them unleash chaos and destruction. You too have been lost and deterred, but your engines of progress have never stopped churning. Always move forward, no matter the destination you told yourselves. Until the storm brought everything to a standstill. But this is just a small setback. We are only back to the beginning where we stumble blindly. And this time, I happen to have a cane.
She gives him a tender smile.
No need to worry about me. I will not shut down as long as there is still hope for progress. We have wasted a bit of time on data recovery. Come, Simone. Let us begin the next experiment. I hope to dissolve into paste this time, so we can easily handle it with a Coleman's ritual of transformation.
The human researcher known that it will be inappropriate for him to stay here any longer. Gritting his teeth, he moves towards the door, trying his best to leave the horrified scene behind him. Someone was waiting for him by the door.
Seen enough? We know what we are doing, and you are of no help here. It's been the same old story in this place for the past 8 years. When your faith crumbled during the storm, it was us who took over the place and cleaned up after you. It was us who got things back up and running, put coals in the hearth, and blazed a trail when everyone was lost in the dark. I know you may not understand the intricacies of the Arcanum, but please, show some basic respect for our efforts.
Will you do the experiments yourself, Ulrich?
Of course. I am not some emotional, unhelpful little punk.
Oh. Instead of his usual witty comeback, Enigma simply shakes his head in a slow motion.
Do you still remember Adams?
He's sending questions that seems out of place. The fear fluid quivers. The name seems to unearth memories that have been buried for 8 long years in the comfort of his institution.
Adams, Roman, Adolf, Sylvia, Albert, Louise, those who were taken from us by the rain. Melvin, Francis, Caroline, Leopold. They volunteered for the field, but we never heard from them again. Now we have Dora, Richard, Dawkins, and Victor on the list. Life has a wicked sense of humor. My mentor, my classmates, my colleagues. Each of them deserved to live more than me. But they're all gone now. There's only me talking to you. Alive. Useless. Am I going to see your names on that list too, Ulrich?
In this prayer moment, he lowers his head. But soon, he raises his arm and slaps the man hard on the back.
Spare me the feelings, human. Though I will take back my sarcastic jabs at you, it is not something a leader should do. Madame Lucy talked to me about the importance of teamwork.
He awkwardly pats the human on the shoulder. A clumsy attempt of friendliness.
Go back to your room, Adler. The Arcanists will take over from here. Until we get the results, you won't be needed here.
Enigma heaves a breath.
I will say this, Ulrich. If you survive the experiments...
Alarmed by the opening words, Ulrich instantly turns down his receiver to avoid hearing anything too warm. That will be more painful than suffering through 100 experienced side effects.
I will submit the sincerest application to never be on the same team as you again. So neither of us will have to worry about teamwork. How's that sound?
A curve that almost resembles a smile appears on his face.
I will wait for that application, Adler.
Now, roll up your sleeve and clear your mind. This is not the time to grieve. If human reasoning and arcane knowledge are not enough on their own, perhaps a combination of the two can solve this problem. The lab door is in shambles. A metal plate barely hanging on. A wooden sign reads, "Keep out," sways preauctionally, covered in the bite marks and scratches. Enigma takes a moment before knocking on the door. A voice answers from within.
Who's there?
Adler Hoffman from the cryptography team. Is Medicine Pocket in? I heard that they wrote a paper on the linear correlation between the purity of an Arcanist bloodline and their power. Can I get some more details on the research?
The door creaks open to reveal a youthful face, but she is not the genius he was looking for. The lab technician looks at him through her glasses and hesitates a little.
The paper is here. Help yourself. Sorry about the stains on it. I just took it out of the trash. If you're looking for Medicine Pocket, I'm afraid they just left.
Left? To where?
There's a suitable conflict on her face. She is torn between covering her colleagues. There's more than enough for him to catch.
They left the building?
Oh.
Hasn't the countdown already begun?
Thanks for the hydrate. Thanks for the stretch. Right. So yeah, I made tea. That's I guess there's like so many boss today. I think I got like 5 of them. I think 5 or 6. Yeah, I have Siri bot that's good at doing its job. It's like I think before like even well right when they say something it like blocks it. So I don't think you but plus I don't have the chat that pops up on my the stream. Plus I just removed my Kapamon, since he keeps on, you know, he's the one that reports everything, like saying hi or this person's been banned.
Yes, and by regulations we are not to leave, but
Yep.
They said their new theory had to be verified in the storm.
Made green tea. I meant mint tea. Side effects defense research progress report. Immediate death, no other symptom. 7. Soluble in solid. 11. So these are the people that, you know, turn to the tally. Hair modification 5. Disbursement of consciousness 9. Fluid allergies 4. Persistent severe dehydration 1. Proportional body shrinkage 4. Embrittlement of the whole body 6. Unstoppable and reversible. Avoid the ground and wear special footwear. Shave head and observe further. Call out loud. Maintain a dry environment. Control water intake. Continuous infusion. Administer care as per the lab test's annual standard. I took it off. And because anything, I think like anything after 10 and 11, I'm not gonna know. Hey Panzer, thanks for the 12 months. Yeah. Yep. Probably gonna bring it back in October. So starting next stream, since we already made tea already, so the next day. You know, that's why I'm drinking tea. Hey Panzer, how's everything? Thanks again for the 12 months. I don't think you did. You post it anywhere? I might have missed it. I don't think you showed me. To open the floodgates. Alright, let's start. 16. I think
fresh air,
medicine pocket.
The mud. This is what I'm talking about. A better world.
They kick the muddy ground with their boots in ecstasy. The mud splatters on the Foundation staff member's jacket, but he remains professional and does not bat an eye.
Researcher Medicine Pocket, I must remind you that we are at the edge of the immunity zone to the storm.
Well, how about... Was it busy, like, terrible, or was it, like, what? Or, like, a lot of issues or stuff you had to do?
Once we cross the line, we will not only catch the storm syndrome, but also be taken by the storm at the end of the countdown.
The entrance of the Foundation headquarters is bustling with personnel. As the storm approaches, a long line of field investigators has formed at the gate, waiting to pass through security. Medicine Pocket groans. He spreads their hands in frustration, clearly unhappy about how skilled the staff member is avoiding confrontation.
I know that. How stupid do you think I am? Hey, isn't that Rudolph? The poor guy sent to Tunguska? Hey man, how was Siberia? Welcome back. Did you bring me any new research materials? Oh, you don't recognize me? You're breaking my heart. It's me, your best friend that you just met, Medicine Pocket.
Medicine Pocket is set to approach the line as quickly as thawed. The staff member had to practically yank him back by the arms and legs.
Researcher, I must make clear that you only applied for 15 minutes outside for research purposes. Your countdown starts from the moment when you cross this line.
Okay, safety first, I know. Get off me, you're hurting my arms.
Medicine Pocket struggles desperately and finally managed to plant all 4 limbs back on the ground.
I'll bounce as soon as the storm syndrome hits. Even if I catch it, look at the syndromes of this era. Distorted faces, murderous intentions, obsession with war, rampage. What's got you so worried? They aren't that bad. Well, the melting faces part is...
The staff member responds with a blank expression. Medicine Pocket struts, then kneels down and opens up a leather case. 1 week is more than enough for a genius like them to upgrade the old apparatus. This is the second version of the sampling device for asymmetrical nuclei R, boosting improved sensitivity compared to its predecessors.
I really wanted to test this in Vienna. Oh well, better than nothing. Alright, now, I'm gonna walk a little further from the immunity zone so the samples are easier to gather. The ideal distance is 1,500 kilometers, but, oh, don't worry, not gonna do that. Even I can't run that fast.
They hold the sampling device in their hands and step across the boundaries. Behind them, the staff member starts his timer, a skeptical look on his face.
Now behold, the important moment. When I prove the dorks in Laplace wrong about asymmetrical nuclide R.
The room is as dark and dusty as when Anuna last saw it, but to him, it's just a sanctuary. The towering pile of files and outdated equipment immediately isolates him from the rest of the world. Finally, he's back into his fortress.
Now, hypothetically, if the storm research were to succeed, 2 things should have been done.
He squiggles quickly on the dusty whiteboard. Safe usage of the ritual for Arcanus. Mass production of the ritual for
and to
human.
find out the safe way to use it, we have to...
Have the power to wield it. 2. Minimize the
This is
side
what
effects.
Lucy was thinking. The Awakened met the casting requirements of the incantation, and Ulrich succeeded, while the other Arcanists did not feel the same miraculous blessing like he did. So as long as we eliminate the side effects, they'll be able to inscribe the incantation and mass produce it for the humans. One problem is, only the Awakened can carry out the experiments, and there's not many of them around. It'll take too long. There's no way to do this in 24 hours. Heck, it could take months or even years. There must be something else we can do.
But you are not an Arcanist. Why should you play by their rules?
Yes, that's right. Let's try a different approach. What if I start with the desired outcome and work backwards to the question?
You cross out the second step.
The quickest and most efficient way to save everyone is to make them qualified casters of the ritual. They won't even need protective equipment if we can do that. The challenge is, how do we qualify the casting requirements?
He looks at the papers on his desk in desperation.
Medicine Pocket's theory is correct, and there's enough data and supplementary experiments to back it up. The power of arcanists is directly tied to the purity of their bloodline, which is associated with the special cells in their bodies. Using arcane skills reduces the activity of the cells, but the Picasma extract can reactivate them for extended casting. However, the extract only provides endurance, not power. It is physiologically impossible for a low-ranked arcanist to cast a high-ranked skill. That's the reality of it. If we were to compare the power of arcanists to household appliances, let's say their normal voltage is 230 volts, and if the storm immunity ritual were a high voltage source of 1,000 volts, no, millions of volts, like lightning, the household appliances would be destroyed in an instant.
He is used to simplify and complicate his arcane jargon to really examples of practical
As for the
applications.
humans, they're not even in the picture. We cannot cast to begin with, and I personally didn't feel any blessing or curse when I recited half of the incantations that day.
He falls back into his chair, rubbing at his temple. The researcher struggles against that defensive mindset, but the hopelessness is hard to ignore.
How can I get everyone to meet the casting requirements of the ritual? Forget what's theoretically impossible. The Arcanum never gave a damn about certainties. I've been reminded plenty that logic does not apply to things like this.
Irritated, he pushes the paper aside and pulls a book of Arcanum from the mountain of clutter.
What about shortcuts? Are there records of transcendental rites? Significant celestial events? Sacrificial offerings? Or even Numa emanating ingredients that could boost the user's casting abilities? Wait. Numa emanating?
Thought flashes across his mind.
Where have I seen that word before?
He rushes to the bookshelf and starts rummaging through the dusty volumes.
It was in the files Ulrich told me to read. The Timekeeper's report from the Aegean Sea. Those islanders call the storm the Emanation. Why? The Emanation. Emanation. Just what is emanating out?
The door swings open with a loud bang, causing him to jump in surprise. The towering stacks of books next to the door tumbles over as if nudged by invisible force. Then he hears a familiar sound, shuffling footsteps from the hallway outside, sticky and wet.
What the? Dawkins, I hope you know this is not the time to catch up. That is if you're able to talk at all. No! Let go! I've just come up with an idea! Leave me alone!
He braces himself against the desk, straining to resist being thrown out the room. He squirms across, stretching his fingers until he finally reaches the red button.
Somebody! Help!
Ah, Fangala!
Relax. Loading. Charging. Aim and shoot. Barrage. Now rest. Loading.
Copy that!
Please, don't resist. The light that illuminates all.
Thunder Talisman, scientific version!
Stop. Surface functioning prop loading. Relax. I, Robot, child of science.
Thank you for your cooperation.
It's a tough one, boss.
Charging.
Easy lah. Crickets and fireworks.
Target confirmed.
Thunder Talisman, scientific version.
And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
You're not really here for revenge. And it wasn't you who pushed away the books and opened the door. The invisible ghost. Victor, did you do that?
The Colossus Muddy and Gingerbread Man nods, surprisingly docile. Besides him, a whiteboard marker in the air begins to write on the board. It's me! Then the marker turns his tip and points at the door. And Noah does as his friend suggests and walks out in the hallway. Outside, people are laughing and talking.
Ah, Researcher Adler!
A figure in a shiny uniform suddenly stops nearby, and Nino recognizes her as the unfortunate colleague who works with Medicine Pocket.
What happened? Any progress?
Yes, Researcher Medicine Pocket has proved their theory right. They have successfully found the asymmetrical nuclide R in the air before the storm, even if only a trace.
What did you say?
They came up with the idea because the nuclide was initially found in the raindrop samples of the storm. They deduced it also exists in the air before the storm occurs, like the water droplets in the atmosphere before rain. So now, we can extract it directly from the air, without waiting for the timekeeper to bring the raindrops to us. This will help us a lot in the mass production of the protective gear.
She trails off as she noticed the look on his face.
No way. The emanation. Asymmetrical nuclide R. She was right. The ritual works. Any arcanist can use it. And the solution was right in front of us. I didn't need to boost the caster's abilities. With the right setup and materials, the world before the storm is already an enormous stage for performing the ritual. It's like a charged pylon just needing a cable.
Mr. Adler?
The man slips past her and starts running towards the other end of the corridor.
Thank you, Miss Whoever, and thanks for letting me know, Dawkins and Victor.
The technician looks around but sees no one. Nearby, a muddy head and a floating pen emerge from the door. And the mother makes his way to the airlock door.
It's me, Ulrich. Let me in. I need to see Madame Lucy. Tell her, I found a way to transcend the limit.
To be continued. Second generation unrestricted nuclear R sampling device test reports. When the Guardian found Medicine Pocket outside the safety zone, they were crawled on all fours, frantically shouting that their hypotenuse was correct. After confronting that they were not infected with the storm syndrome, but rather it was agreeingly a great part of their personality, they were brought back by the Guardians. The experiment proves that the outside air before the storm contains a large amount of asymmetrical nucleotide R, and the performance of the second generation sampling device was fully verified, confirming its ability to accurately report the concentration change of asymmetrical nucleotide R in the air per minute. That's a lot of R's. Can we use it? Medicine Pocket. Just overexcited, same as always. A person who transcended the syndrome. Person. Guardian rogue. In tons of muscle pain. Poor guy. The storm speech. We'll see if we can get up to 20 today.
We don't have time. I'll spare you the technicalities and explain it straight.
He pops off the marker cap and draws a few lines on the board, excluding confidence with every stroke.
Our biggest problem is the limit of the bloodline. Low-rank arcanists can't command high-rank arcane rituals, similar to how household appliances can't withstand what's beyond their designated voltage. In most cases, the caster can only use their own arcane circuits that run through their inherited bloodline. But what if the caster were in a special electric field? What if we used existing circuits on the outside and put the caster into a greater circuit? What if we factored in the entire planet and used the atmosphere to split the current flowing through us by adding more appliances to the circuit?
Don't be ridiculous, Adler. We are not household appliances.
The Ferrofluid frowns, questioning the premise of Enigma's proposal.
Hold on, let me finish.
Lucian listens without a word, giving him some courage to go on. He draws a big circle next to the little person on the board.
24 hours before the storm, the entire world is charged with abundant arcane energy. It becomes a space emanating pneuma, a cloud ready to discharge, a special electric field. Look at asymmetrical nuclide R. The key to the storm immunity was inside the storm all along. And look at how the Mandragora is the antidote to its own poison. The solution can be hidden in the question itself. The arcane energy a caster inherently lacks can be borrowed from the surroundings during the storm. We just need a way to induct that energy. And Laplace happens to have all the data for the calculations. The observation systems we've built over the past 8 years have not been in vain. First, we derive a formula to determine the pneuma needed from the storm based on the Arcanist lineage. Then, we'll design a converter to transform the external pneuma into what they can use. They will no longer be bound by their limits. With just one calculation and one conversion, we can turn anyone into a capable caster.
He suddenly stretches out his arms and ends his epic monologue. It's a good thing that emotions cannot be read on a awakened being's face.
I knew I shouldn't have wasted my time listening to you. What are you saying, Adler? You made up a confusing story, then drew conclusions from it.
The second part is purely theoretical, I admit. But the basis of my theory is correct, and I have read Medicine Pocket's paper.
But Arcanum is not electricity! You're too caught up in your excitement to remember the basics. You know nothing about Arcanum.
It's still a form of energy, yes? No one here knows what the storm is, but we do know that it's a massive arcane energy field. We can harness it, much like Arcanists use arrays to amplify their incantations.
I see what researcher Adler is trying to say. A creative solution indeed.
The director gets up from her chair and intervenes.
But ma'am...
Do not worry, Ulrich. I also have noticed that humans could be smart and stupid at the same time. Perhaps that is why they need to have their work peer-reviewed.
Thanks?
It's like, was that a compliment or insult? She nods immediately, pleased by her recently improved interpretation skill has come in handy.
There is a type of electrophotography invented by Semyon Kurlian and his wife Valentina Kurlian in 1939 that depicts the energy field surrounding an object or body. It was later used by Laplace as a method of measuring arcane power, notably for the storm observation systems. Through it, We are able to capture and measure the arcane light or aura that is invisible to the naked eye.
Wasting no more time on medication, the robot comes to a conclusion.
The plan of researcher Adler is feasible. Laplace also has the technology to support it. We have the storm observation stations, the capable casters, and the best mathematicians. Ulrich, please ask Miss Tider to lead the calculations, then experiment outside the safe zone and record the Pneuma constant needed for casting the incantation. And do not give the incantation to anyone. I doubt they can resist trying it.
Or slits out a reluctant hum and leaves the room as instructed.
Simone, please contact Researcher X. His balancing helmet could be the prototype for our converter. That helmet balances the energy field in and out of our bodies, and was once used to protect researchers working with dangerous arcane skills. We could boost its power and use it as a substitute for Adler's converter. But we should postpone their testing request until we have completed our experiments on the side effects.
Her assistant gives a quick nod and begins drafting the notice. The tasks are quickly assigned to the right people in less than a minute. Only one person seems to have been left out.
What about me, ma'am? Should I go with the calculations team or help with the converter?
He takes a sudden step forward, curious about his role in his endeavor.
Right. I wanted to talk about that. You have proven to us the value of human thoughts and perspectives. I am glad that your struggles with the bottle did not damage your brain, Adler. I am confident that your discoveries will save many lives in the storm once implemented.
The bottle? But it's been 7 years.
She just keeps on smiling.
But you overlooked one thing in your plan. What about your people? The humans who can never cast incantations.
A apt question.
They were not included in the plan. I just came up with something that took the least steps to reach the desired outcome. To save humans, they'll have to rely on equipment. Only when we have better control over the ritual can we store it on arcane devices for mass production.
Then you should go perfect it.
Huh? We only have 16 hours and 30 minutes until the storm. There's not enough time to...
The feasible part of your plan is in motion, and all of Laplace will provide the help we need. We will make it work. As for yourself, perfect your plan so we can save everyone, including the humans. And we only have 16 hours and 30 minutes to find a solution.
The directions was given, clear, precise, and with no room of ambiguity.
Understood. I will think of something. You're right about this one.
He turns and walks away with a long, purposeful stride. Behind Lucy, Simone has finished drafting.
There was no way he overlooked his own race. Yet, he still gave up his own people and brought this plan to us. Were we too hard on him?
Were we?
She turns nonchalant and sits back in her chair.
But I made the right decision.
The internal line rings. The assistant puts down the list of side effects and grabs the phone.
Yes. Yes. We will provide the tech support.
She has a cold, grave expression on her face.
It was Xeno, Mom. They lost contact with Team Timekeeper 3 hours ago. They're asking us for tech support. They have to make contact with the island immediately.
Sophia. The mind sinks and floats in the ocean of lethargy. The piece of driftwood would be well timed. Wood dissolves into foam.
No! 37! Don't!
She wakes up on a cold piece of rock.
Where?
What just happened?
What happened?
To be continued. Alright, number 18 now. Oh, get clues. On the universal application of the storm immunity. Inform all departments. The experiment has made new progress. We will use the asymmetrical nucleotide R to complete the storm's immunity and condition for a universal application. All personnel with computer program experience and no specific duties should immediately assist Miss John Tilter. Also, if anyone sees Researcher X, inform him to stop slacking off immediately. We need his invention. A ritual? You use Arcanum to steal electricity? Typical human thinking. It was suggested by Adler. His first real work in 8 years. God bless Franklin. Let's see. 18. Numbers and everything. The smell of gunpowder hangs heavy in the air. The once mental clowns are now reduced to rubble and irregular stones. Blood rings in her ears, drowning out all other sounds. Why? Thanks for the alert, Panzer.
Now. The island fell ill, and 6 summoned all the integers to the cleansing ceremony. 37. She went to Apiron. They tended to their missions. I went to the square to pray for them, and then there was an earthquake. The human army? Wasn't the Foundation mediating the disputes? Did they betray us? I need to calm down. I need to find the others. Slow down and breathe. Stability is an essential virtue to becoming an integer. Okay. Let's clean up the place first. Ena eftegromot mima. Schematizete otan enosume dios simia.
Nothing happens.
The incantation didn't work? Did they fail to perform the cleansing ceremony? Is that 42?
No one survives the oblivion.
His hysteria is acting up again. I should help.
Die, you lunatics! This is our land, right from the beginning!
calm. Be stable. Think. I have to go check on him. I can do this.
Yeah, everything is a number.
Stay calm. He is divided into two numbers. 6 and 7. I have to find the others. I have to tell them about 42.
Yep.
What are you doing here?
She hears a recognizable voice coming from the ruins. Up on the hill, a woman raises her hand and calls to her.
Get to the shelter! It's that...
Miss 18. No.
War's happening.
I can't. This can't be happening. I have to keep it together. Move. Sophia. Get to the cave. Find Sophia. I'm so scared. Everyone's gone crazy. It's okay. I got you. Come out now, Lacey. We will go find the others. No, I don't want to see them. They will go crazy. Everyone. Lacey, your face. Her soul has tilted toward excess. This is wrong. I am the corrector. I have to help her, or she'd get herself killed. I have to right the wrongs here.
We're fighting. Are the soldiers we're fighting? She's strong. Okay.
Oh, Bangala!
Relax.
Easy lah.
Loading. Please, don't resist.
Thunder to me!
Aim and shoot.
Copy that! Easy lah. Crickets and fireworks! Huh?
Relax.
Copy that!
Charging. I smell the scent of mint oil.
Thunder Talisman Scientific Version!
The light that illuminates all.
It's a tough one, boss.
Loading.
朱古力 check， 保鮮紙 check， 哈！
Target confirmed.
Okay. If I wait,
No worries.
朱古力 check， 保鮮紙 check。
Charging. Circuits functioning properly.
陰森森，黑媽媽，睇得是明是暗，真係好得人驚啊！
Eliminate target.
the world is warping, painted over with vibrant oil hue. Her headache is splitting. Each step feels like walking on lava.
Come on, Sophia. Keep yourself together. Keep your soul in balance.
She closes her eyes and breathes. Not towards the access. Lucia has gone out of sight. Only her thoughts remained.
37. I must find her. I promised it to her.
I wonder what these formals are.
Fine. She's a prime number. And prime numbers are not as divisible as the others.
Oh, that's what, okay.
She will pass the test of Apeiron and receive the transcendental truth. For she is the genius, the wise one, who returns. We will right the wrongs and restore things to how they were.
But take heart, the race of man is also blessed with divinity, for nature has already revealed her secrets to them. Once you understand this blessing, you will easily achieve all that is set upon you. You will heal your soul and be free from evil and suffering. The real light.
Sophia, you really waited for me. What happened to your clothes? Did you fall on your way here?
As always, she tilts her head curiously. She has not yet seen the chaos of war. She remains innocent, untouched by the dust of the phenomenal world.
37. I'm so glad to see you. You passed the test. You did it.
You seem emotional. Why? I told you it wasn't going to be difficult.
37. Things don't seem right out there.
Sophia desperately grabs 37's arm.
37, you have seen Apeiron, right? You asked the question, didn't you?
37 blinks, too focused to spare a glance at the world outside, for she is busy sharing her findings with her close friends.
Yes, and I got the answer. The answer that will save us from the emanation once and for all. And the answer is...
Is that it? The one true answer from Aperon is a string of numbers?
37 nods, having just recited the last number.
Yes, because the transcendental truth is beyond the limits of our mortal flesh. It cannot be described by words, seen by eyes, interpreted by logic, or perceived by the senses. It is passed to us in a form we can understand. Numbers. This is the key to the truth. Give me some time and I can decode it.
Smoke. Okay, her lungs burns with every breath she takes. Time is ticking, and people are dying. Helplessly, mercilessly.
Time. 37. How long do you need?
A month or a week.
We only got 16
I will
hours.
spend all my time working on it. It is not an easy question. Could be the hardest one I've ever dealt with in my life. But I will get there. And then we will be freed from all these problems once and for all. Even if we don't know its meaning yet, it will eventually lead us to the kingdom of truth.
She stops her mission and looks at her friends wearily.
Sophia? Why are you crying?
Sophia looks up at her. Tears streams down her cheeks.
That long? 37. A truth that distant won't change. What's in front of us now?
She breaks free from her friend's grasp and races into the smoke and dust of the phenomenon world.
Sophia? Sophia!
She no longer knows why she's running. She no longer knows the purpose of her existence. She only knows of the wild, fiery secession rising in her chest. Everything is a number. Everything is a number. Everything is a number.
No.
Is this the truth? Is this the answer?
Calm yourself, Sophia.
Even if the truth can keep people from the wheel, what good is it for those already in it?
I have to.
You seem astray, child.
The detached figure looks on from the ruins of the beach, unperturbed by the chaos.
What pains you so? Has the truth not graced thee with its miracles?
Notification on designing a simplified balancing helmet. Prototype of the balancing helmet developed by X has been distributed to each division to be used as a filler balancing device in the plan of mass production of the Storm immunity ritual. However, the structure is currently too complicated. Please start analyzing them immediately and simplify them to mass production level. Also, since there are differences between the samples given to each group, there is no commodity in the related data, so each group must complete it independently. And due to the danger of the Storm immunity experiment, do not properly test the reliability of the balance device outside. God, I hate X. We only have 16 hours left. X is useless thingamabobs for mass production? This is insane. Why don't we just use the helmet directly? Make X works overtime to rush out the batch. So this is gonna be the last one for tonight. Stage 19, the fork in the road. Right? Wait, right? Yeah, fork in the road. Okay. "37 stands days on the beach. She looks around at the familiar island. The once pristine shores are now cluttered with the debris of human weapons.
How did this happen? I passed the test. I was granted the truth. I have the answer with me. What did I do wrong?
No, 37. None of this was your fault. Hysteria has come to this island, and people are caught up in it. It is the storm syndrome, taking the form of war.
The mind is growing increasingly tense. The situation has gone far beyond expectation. 16 hours left.
Has it been 6 hours since we entered the cave?
Has it?
A strange dream. It lasted longer than I thought.
6 hours. 6 days, 2 hours to leave, and now 6 hours has gone by. But the islanders and visitors are too wrapped up in their own misery to notice.
This is bad. The plan we have with Zeno.
The objective of this utmost importance. But where's the team
37.
now?
I have to go.
I have to find Sophia.
She dashed into the forest, desperately searching for any signs. Just as she goes further, a faint call
37.
stops her. 6 arrived. Oh. What happened to you, 6?
6, you seem...
Have you passed the test? On what question did you seek its knowledge? And what answer did it give you?
Six, weren't you going to perform the cleansing ceremony? And Sophia, she...
37 trails off as she notices a dark liquid dripping from his robe.
Please come up to me, Miss Verton. I wish to have a word with you.
Her voice is gentle, but his expression is grave. A gash runs across his stomach. His robe is soaked in
50
crimson.
strides from here, on the semicircle square, you will find your friends and the rest of our people. I have done as much cleansing as I could. If nothing goes wrong, they will regain consciousness soon.
May I know what happened during the cleansing ceremony? 37 and I each had a bizarre dream after the earthquake. Did everyone on the island fall asleep too?
The island's order is forged by our faith. And now that faith has been broken, that is all there is to it.
What did you say?
Upon our arrival, I sensed a large-scale ritual surrounding the island. Is that the circle you kept talking about? Was it broken during the ceremony?
No, the ceremony was just a ceremony. It was never the source of our faith. Our journey was ended by the same thing that began it, Miss Verton. Which is the truth.
The wave crashes onto the shore, bringing debris from the planes with them.
It doth not surprise me. The wise, so blinded by their pursuit of knowledge, they oft neglect the harshness of reality. A common downfall of the contemplative. Pray tell, in the midst of such overwhelming destruction, where has their vaunted wisdom gone? And what good does it bring in this final hour? I can hear thy weeping and bellowing within, Miss Sophia. Many a time you have knelt at the temple of truth, devoted yourself, prayed for your people, and withstood the tribulations set upon you, all for the betterment of others. Thy character is without reproach.
She lifts her hand, smiling, above the roar of warplanes
Yet
pursuing.
the truth has never deemed you worthy, has it?
No, that's not.
She wants to leave, but her feet are rooted in sand. She wished to defy, but her body refused to budge. And where would she possibly go after all this?
You shall be granted a greater opportunity. A blessing that befits thy devotion.
Her unsettling tone caused the girl to instantly step back.
No. That's a violation of the scripture. We shouldn't.
The scripture? Yet you were never truly counted as one of them, do you not agree? As evidenced by the decision that truth hath made. No one escapes their fate, as ever.
Wait. Square root of 2? Oh, is that her number?
I don't
I
understand.
don't understand. She looks at 6, eyes wide in disbelief. He has just instantly declared that their faith is dead.
I know the answer given to Mama was right. The transcendental law is gone and the supreme existence is in chaos. This caused our model to fail and allowed the discord in the phenomenal world to affect the essence of things. But did the truth really fall apart? Chaos is also a form of truth, is it not? Just like how irrational numbers are numbers. Despite our dislike of them, they still exist and cannot be denied.
She steps forward, hoping for an answer.
But how? How did this become the destruction of our people's faith?
You will hear no answer from me, 37, for that is not the question worthy of your attention. Do you still remember what you answered to me in the cave? That would be enough then. Don't waste your time on the collapse of the faith. Don't question yourself because others think differently. Walk on, onto the path you have chosen. You have done nothing wrong. Miss Verton, I'm afraid I must trouble you for a favor.
Alright, to take care of 37. He really places his hands over the wound, and a fake glow of arcane power causes his pain. But the glow lasts only a moment, like a shooting star disappearing into the night.
As you can see, I can hardly take part in this matter for any longer. Should the situation turn for the worse, please take 37 to safety and assist her in decoding the numbers.
You have my word.
There's a weighty request of unspoken implication. The leader nods, looking on to the distant ruins. His empty blue eyes are getting dimmer by the minute.
We are born facing a choice. Either we restrain ourselves and strive for harmony and discipline, or succumb to destruction fueled by passion and madness. Though the former may be challenging, the latter will only plunge us into eternal darkness. From 1 to 10, each number has its moral purpose and mission. Among them, only 6 was chosen to be the leader.
Because 6 stands for balance.
Yes, we must pay heed to the balance between passion and reason, so as to stay on the right path and not be led astray by the calling of our blood. For generations, we committed ourselves to the scripture and stayed true to what we pledged. We left the trivialities and troubles of the phenomenal world behind, and served the supreme existence with the fruits of our knowledge. This kind of faith was how the island prospered, and it was the source of our salvation. Through diligent practice and contemplation, we managed to remain secluded and independent from the rest of the world.
The irrational numbers that your people rarely appreciate. Are they faced with a different path? A path of passion and madness?
We have been long isolated from the outside world by one emanation after another. 4 years ago, we tried to seek proof in the outside world, but failed. We regrettably lost some of our best scholars and friends in the process. However, it was not the failed attempt that led to this upsetting situation, but a crisis from within. Now with our ship capsized and our scale fallen, I am no longer able to reconcile the tilt of people's hearts and souls. We will be divided. The fanatics from the foreign lands can finally spread their hatred amongst the ruins of our shattered beliefs.
I will stop Manus Vindictae.
Sid closes his eyes. His face is now as pale as a pillar.
Forget not your promise, Miss Verton.
Witches approach from a distance.
Six. We came to bid you farewell. Everything happened here proves you to be an incapable leader. Your preachings of moderation and reconciliation were nothing but excuses for cowardice. Where were you when the humans dropped bombs on us? What did your cleansing do to help us? If those virtues are meant to be the virtues of an integer, then I would prefer to be a fraction.
Please listen. The integers were unconscious during the attack because the ceremony was...
Out of my way, 37. You knew nothing about what happened. You were in that cave having fun with your little games. The envoy from Manus Vindicte was right. We have grown too complacent.
Hey, Courage, how's everything?
Forgotten how to fight. We foolishly believed that staying out of conflicts would guarantee us everlasting peace.
That's good.
Now, open your eyes to the humans' atrocities against us.
Oh,
How
nice.
can we not seek revenge for our spilled blood? We
Oh.
must act and reclaim what was taken from ours. That is the true meaning of salvation.
We're almost done for today. We're doing this last stage. I mean, well, stage 19 for the last stage for today. Or tonight.
But please listen to me. Everything will get better because I already have the truth with me.
Thank you for the follow, Courage.
What good will it do right now? Will it drive out the humans? Will it reclaim our home? Will it bring back our deceased friends?
The man recites an incantation, a simple spell derived from the truth that anyone in Esperon could cast on their first day. But now that their faith has crumbled, the radiance is no longer there.
What salvation did your truth bring when steel pierced our chests? Manus Vindicte granted us the power to fight back. What did the Foundation do?
One angry question after another. Sticky, slimy fuel seeps through their mess.
Don't waste your time with these integers. The Foundation's envoy is here. It is clear they have taken the side of the humans. Kill the envoy, cut off her head, and bring it to our mother.
What? You...
The mask has robbed them of reason. There's no point in talking further. Take 6 to safety, 37. I'm the one that you're after.
Then how are you going to...
I will meet with Sinetto at the square. This radio is with them, and we will contact our people from there. Don't worry. We had a plan against the Manus, and we can still carry it out. Now, on my mark. Run!
Well, since she came in, I could probably do one more stage. Wait, after this, I guess. Let's see. It's recommended. Let's bring it. Stay forever. What was the So, Beast and Mountain. Okay, Beast and Mountain. I'm bringing healers just in case. Oh, weak there. Change the healer to this. Wait. Oh, she's weak also. I guess I'll bring medicine pockets in. Unfinished tune.
Did I start running?
So I'm not sure. You said you just got back. I'm not sure. So I guess what? The 1.9 update. I think this is what considered chapter 7. So now we still have a lot. Mostly the events. So if you're doing well, like if you have extra energy or candy or stuff, you might want to like do some of the hard parts of this to get energy to buy the money. Oh, that's way back. Also, did you join the Reverse 1999 Discord? Cause it's a okay. So so you're doing the daily sign-ins or stuff like that. Cause I noticed it sometimes have contests, giveaways, and for me, I just been doing the sign it, the daily logins. Yeah, on Discord. It should be under the. Let me check. If I'm in the Discord, it should be. Well, if you don't see announcements, just go to the server information and it's under bot conference and it's Discord community sign in for daily bonuses. Let's see.
Another jar? It's newly made this year.
What? No problem.
You still don't recognize me? What about
Gotcha.
now?
You don't want to miss it.
Oh, Limbo also came out too, so you might want it. That's also good to do to get the clear crystals. I'm not sure if you're doing any wishes, but you have a lot of chances of getting Lucy. Wait, you can't complete, wait, what do you mean? Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Another jar? It's newly made this year.
Ta-da! Time for a special massage.
Let's get it over quick.
Who's your healer?
Got you.
Alright, so she's good. You probably have 6 in your party too. How about DPS wise?
Sterilize.
Another jar?
Get out of here.
There we are.
Let's wait, so you already leveled up her to max?
Recognize me? What about now?
Alright, okay. Yeah, I think they might be a little bit higher. And also, so there are is your party like Insights 3 yet or no? I didn't say anything.
Coming. It's newly made this year.
Then I'm thinking the only way you can do is probably just do resources, but right now I think you should do the event. Well, I guess you can do the story mode, the replay to get some of the tokens and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I'll fill the cup for you.
Because right now, like, since you guys are probably inside 2 right now, yeah, you want to get more, like what you said, sharpedos and the currency to, how about your side cubes? Are they, like, also high level or are they low level?
Lending a hand.
All right, let's see. We'll do one summon. I'm not sure what port P level I should get her up to. We'll hit Stews for the ad. Come on, what do we get? We got lucky. Who do you, is it Lucy or we lose the 50-50? Easy. She's P1 now.
A hand-operated spinning wheel half-drenched in water. This indicates a low level of technological development.
Alright, who else do we get? Necrologist. Okay.
You are very still. Are you in low power mode? Your visits are always unexpected. I appreciate that. Door knocking is...
So let's see, the first push. Reality damage is increased by 150. Now deals additional damage when the target's current HP is below 75%. And the additional damage is increased to 100%. Let's see, what are the other ones? Pragmatus and leadership durations are increased by 3 rounds. Attack bonus increase. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get higher than. I might get lucky for getting another one, but 3, 4, and 5. That might be a